Hello everyone. Today's video is for class 10 ICSE syllabus about the moderates up to the first two Congress sessions, the peak Congress associations, how Congress was formed, everything has been already uploaded in the video form in my channel. So today's video is about the first phase of Congress that were dominated by the moderate leaders, prominently Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Surendranath Banerjee, and etc. So your syllabus covers methods and objectives of the first phase of Congress leaders, that is the moderates, and two contributions of each leader of Dadabhai Naoroji, Surendranath Banerjee and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. So let's begin with when 1885 the Congress was established, and up to 1905 there was a dominance of the first phase or first group of leaders or the moderates. 1905 there is the partition of Bengal, a historic moment in history of India. So till then there were dominance of moderate leaders in Indian National Congress. Thereafter there was the split, Surat split of 1907, and henceforth we see the rise of radical leaders in Congress or the dominance of them. So the moderates, as by the name we understand that these moderate leaders were very moderate in their policies. How? They did not believe in strong protest, but they believe in 3Ps policy of prayer, petition and then protest. If both of the initial policies of prayer and petition fail, then the protest. And that their protest also was in a peaceful manner. They protested, and they had an immense faith in British sense of justice and British sense of ruling, that British won't do bad for us. As they rule in their own country, they will rule India like in that manner. So these were the things they had in mind, and the objectives and the methods of the moderates were, their first objective was to educate people about the modern day politics, how people should be educated, how people should behave, their electoral behavior. They held meetings where speeches were made and resolutions for popular demands were passed. They made use of press to carry out a criticism of government policies. They sent memorandums and petitions to government officials and British Parliament. These petitions were carefully drafted with facts and arguments. Though these petitions were addressed to the government, their real aim was to educate the Indian people. So these were the first set of methods and objectives they had in regarding Indian people. Then the second set of methods they had, like I said, the 3Ps policies. Then a British committee of the Indian National Congress was set up in London in 1889, which published a weekly journal called India to present India's case before the British public. Deputations of Indian leaders were sent to Britain. These political leaders carried on active propaganda in Britain. For example, Life in Britain, to create awareness among British people and politicians about the plight of Indians. So what we see, they had immense belief that British would do justice to Indian people, to Indian cause, as they are giving petitions with facts which are overlooked thereafter, like after so many times their facts, their arguments has been overlooked by the British leaders. But still the moderate leaders of Congress were having immense faith, where they could only do the protest against the colonial rule through petitions, prayers and likewise. Now coming back to the leaders of the moderate phase, Dadabhai Naoroji, Surendranath Banerjee, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. So their contributions. Dadabhai Naoroji's time period is from 1825 to 1917. Dadabhai Naoroji is popularly known as Grand Old Man of India, which can come as a short question, and his most famous work, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, is very important. Through his writings you get to know about the drain theory, how economically Britishers were draining India of its resources, of its powers and resources. So Dadabhai Naoroji is key in this regard. And what are its other contributions? East India Association in 1866 was founded by him. In political ideas, he founded Bombay Association, edited Rast Goftar, a newspaper, which means speaker of truth. He started a magazine, Dharma Marg Darshak. He started movements against the Vernacular Press Act and atrocious treatment of poor peasants by the zamindars. The credit for demanding Swaraj from Congress platform for the first time in 1906 goes to him, like Swaraj. Not any dependent status but independence. Role in Congress, Dadabhai's role in Congress was praiseworthy. He took an active part in the foundation of Indian National Congress and elected president thrice in 1886, 1893 and 1906 respectively. 4 resolutions of self-government, boycott, Swadeshi, national education were passed by the Congress under his presidency, the important ones. So 1906 Calcutta session of Congress, he has an immense role. Then his economic ideas, as I said, like poverty and British rule in India, how there was a drain. He made the Indians aware of the drain process or the drain theory. Then he passed away in 1917, leaving behind a lesson of selfless service to the nation. Now the second leader, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, whose time period is from 1866 to 1915. Gopal Krishna Gokhale was born in Kolhapur in Maharashtra, 1866. His goal in the Congress became the most popular leader of Indian National Congress. He presided over Varanasi session of 1905 when partition of Bengal took place, and he founded up or set up the Servants of India Society in 1905, which played a very important role and dedicated themselves to the service of India. Some of the important members of the Servants of Indian Society were Srinivas Shastri and Hridayanath Kunjru. His economic ideas, being an economist, he demanded radical changes in fiscal policy and better jobs. Like through jobs, economy can be strengthened. Like economy can become much better and strong. So he impressed upon the government to reduce the land revenue. And Gokhale and Gandhiji, now Gokhale went to South Africa where he helped Gandhiji in his fight against the radical racial discrimination. The credit of persuading Gandhiji to return to India and join Indian public life goes to Gokhale. In fact, Gandhiji accepted Gokhale as his political mentor. So Gokhale is known as Gandhi's political guru. It can come as short question. And the associations founded by these leaders, like East India Association by Dadabhai Naoroji, Servants of India Society by Gopal Krishna Gokhale, this can come as short questions. Now the last leader in his syllabus as from moderate phase is Surendranath Banerjee, whose time period is from 1848 to 1925. So he is a nationalist leader. He fought against the wrong policies of the British through Indian Association. He founded it in 1876. His foundation is of Indian Association. Its aims were to educate the people, to create public opinion in the country and to arouse political consciousness and unity. So arousing public opinion or arousing about how Indians felt about the India's conditions is very important and significant in a colonized country, and this has been done by Indian Association founded by Surendranath Banerjee. Now Indian National Congress, in order to create an all India political organization, Surendranath convened Indian National Conference in 1883 in Calcutta. Surendranath Banerjee's Indian National Congress marched with Indian National Conference marched with Congress in 1886, as both organizations has similar objectives. Congress and Conference, Indian National, had similar objectives. So Congress founded in 1885. So both of them marched in 1886. As both so he presided over 2 sessions of Congress in 1895 and 1902. He had a very important role in Congress, inside the Congress, after its merging with Indian National Congress and Indian National Conference. And then political ideas, Banerjee edited a newspaper, Bengali. It can also come as a short question, very important. Bengali newspaper, who edited it? Or name one newspaper edited by Surendranath Banerjee. So Bengali it is. And then Banerjee started agitation against the License Act, Arms Act, Vernacular Press Act, against lowering the age from 21 to 19 years to appear for ICSE examination. He opposed the Monumental Reforms of 1909, which introduced separate electorates for Hindus and Muslims. He also opposed the division of Bengal by Lord Curzon in 1905. His methods, he advocated use of constitutional method. Like every other moderate leader, he believed in constitutional methods for fighting against the British. Banerjee, popularly known as father of Indian nationalism, breathed his last in 1925. So with this, we end our moderate phase of Congress. Thank you for watching me. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to comment and subscribe History Lessons for more historical facts. Thank you.